going to leave it with Bo, and he's going to break a tackle. He's going to break another tackle, 35-40. Down the sidelines, we got a foot race at the 40, the 30, the 20. Bye-bye, Bo! Touchdown, Auburn! Well, Jim, that's what Bo judged.
Auburn as Brooks tries to move outside, comes back the other way. He may yet turn a loss into a gain, and then so. The 30, the 40, into Tennessee territory. This man is the most underrated back in maybe the country. And stops finally at the 10-yard line.
Inside, Trotman keeps to the option. He pitches to Brooks at the 35-40, 45-50, Brooks at the 45-40. He's at the 35. He may go all the way. 25, 20, 50, 10, 5, touchdown. What a run by James Brooks. Holy
I remember our senior year going over and playing. That was when I think both of them passed the 1,000-yard mark. And it was kind of a big milestone for us because we had a big rushing team, and so Joe and James both had over 1,000 yards that season, and it happened over in Athens, and we beat Georgia pretty handily that day.
When he told me he was coming to Auburn, he said, "Coach," he said, "I'm coming to Auburn." He said, "I want to play football in the fall, and I want to run track and play baseball in the spring." And all I said was, "Bo, you'll never have any spring practice obligations as long as you're at Auburn." I said, you can run track, play baseball, whatever you want to do." He had a running style and broke a lot of tackles, and you rarely ever saw one guy tackle Brent forward.
Pitch to his tailback, sweeping to the short side, trying to get outside, broke a tackle, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, down the sideline, 45, the 40, they're not going to get him, he's going Fullwood. Cuts it back. Gone. Touchdown, Auburn. And Auburn now. Second down and 3. Give it to Fullwood. He pops out of there. He's on the way. Touchdown. Third and 7. 9:25 left in the game. Pretty critical play here for Auburn. As Washington pitches at the last minute, they get the first down, and it's Fullwood who gets out in front. Fullwood inside the 20, the 10, all the way for the touchdown.
To play. Actually 2:32 to go on a first down play. Here up the middle, Bostic, 5 yards, 10 yards, 45 Bostic, 50 Bostic, racing to the 45 to the 40, breaking a tackle to the 30, to the 20, to the 10. He's gone. Touchdown, Auburn!
He had been living right there within 20 miles of where I was born and raised over there in Georgia. And we talked about swimming in the Ogeechee River and fishing and whatever, and I knew, I mean, we just hit it off, our personalities, and I told him, I said, if you want to come for a visit, I said, come on, I said, but don't get on that plane if you're not serious about coming, because if you come to Auburn, I said, you and I got too much in common. I'm going to recruit you and you coming to Auburn.
Stephen Davis.
There he goes again! DP to the All-America, stop him! He will score!
But now he was big and strong and fast, and probably was the best talent that we recruited besides Bo, as far as just overall physical talent. I'd say that as for a running back, Fullwood would have been in that same category, but a little bit different because of their style.
I think he's one of the best running backs to ever play in the SEC. Only playing 1 year, but he really got us off the right foot, and we were able to recruit running backs after that. But my true belief is you have to have a big physical running back that can control the line of scrimmage with a physical offensive line, and Rudy got us off to that start.
He was one of the few backs that I've ever seen in my career or ever watching football that got better as the game went on, or got stronger. And he was always good. He was always effective. But he was one that he could literally wear a defense down. He was the guy that in the fourth quarter, the second half, just giving the ball, and the guys, they got tired of tackling him.
Johnson, Leard, pitches it to Rudy Johnson, cuts it upfield, 25, 30, 35, 40, could be gone, 45, cuts it back, across midfield, 40, dodging tackles, cuts it back again at the 30, still on his feet to the 25, the 20, down that far sideline, 10, 5, gone, touchdown, Auburn!
The one thing that I remember about both of Ronnie Brown and Carnell Williams was how unselfish they were. You never heard one of them complain about he's getting the ball more than me, he's playing, got more playing time. They both worked off each other, and they used each other to make themselves better, and I thought that was a big reason when it all came down to at the end why both of them came back for their senior year.
Campbell's got it, going to hand off to Brown. Brown cuts back, he's at the 40, the 35, breaking tackles, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, he's gone! Touchdown, Auburn! Ronnie Brown, 43 yards for the first score of 2001.
They were really similar. They had a good sense of humor with each other, and I think the thing that really was neat about Carnell and Ronnie was that they competed every day. It didn't matter if it was at my house playing PlayStation on a football game or talking about 40-yard dashes, who's faster. It didn't matter. They just competed, and you can see that on the practice field, and then they also did it on game day.
Carnell Williams at the tailback. They'll hand it off to Williams up the middle. 25, cuts it inside. 30, 35, 40. There goes Cadillac to the 50, to the 40, to the 30, to the 20, to the 15, 10. Go crazy!
So far, Georgia crowding at the line of scrimmage with the backers and the corner on top. Let's see if they come. Nope, they stay at home. They look for the running play. Irons has 5, has 10. He's off. Touchdown, Auburn Tigers from 30 yards away. Pinball machine. Thanks, Reese. First down, Auburn. They scrimmage from their own 26. Kenny Irons has really been a workhorse tonight. Great second effort, breaks it out. 40, 45, 50. There was no whistle. He's gone. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Auburn Tigers.
Kenny was a very competitive young man, very competitive. Might be the most competitive I've ever been around when it comes to guys wanting to get it done perfectly. But Kenny decides, hey, you know, it wasn't a bad idea to go with David, and so he decides to transfer, and when he comes in, he gets an opportunity to sit in his transfer year, which basically was his redshirt year, and watch Ronnie and Carnell, what they could do and how they did it, and not just on the field, but on the practice field. That's where you make yourself a running back, doing the little things extra, and Kenny learned from those two guys, and he was a great student.
I think that's his haven. That's his safe haven on the field. But it's been a challenge for him this year as a freshman coming in, learning the system, playing immediately, starting in the SEC in some really big games. But he's a soldier. He can do it. He's done it all of his life. So Saturday afternoon is just real easy for him when you put it all in his face.
Just inside their own 46-yard line. And here comes Dyer on the counter. Dyer down the sideline. Can they catch him? No, they can't. Touchdown, Auburn. 55 yards.
He's just tough. You know, he has some stick-to-itiveness. He has no desire to go down. You know, some guys really get tackled really easily, and some don't. And he's just 200 pounds. You know, he runs like he's about 215. He's on a mission. He's conscientious. He's worked hard. It started in this off season for him. He got a lot stronger. He always had great balance. So now he has the strength to go with the balance. And you know, I want to see what it's like when he can get it maybe 20, 25 times, maybe 30.
the middle to midfield. Breaks a tackle to the 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Caught from behind.
With him now. Gus is saying, let's see what he can do. Huge hole, daylight. Can he make it? In a foot race. Down inside the 5.
First and 10. Hand off, Kerryon Johnson up the middle, breaks through, midfield, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, and down at the 5.
Kerryon Johnson, Mr. Football in our state. He's one of the more versatile players in the entire country. We really think this young man has a chance to be an elite, special type player. We feel like he's got everything it takes. We're very excited to add him to our offense. He'll have a chance to be an impact player coming in immediately.
Auburn is, is famous and great tradition in the running backs, and a lot of it, most of it, probably has to do with the philosophy of the coaches over the years. Coach Jordan believed in, running the football, and Coach Barfield believed in running the football. I believed in running the football, and Coach Bowden was blessed with some great running backs when he got here, and was successful running the football. And then Coach Tuberville has just carried on the tradition with the great running backs that he's had.
I looked at the situation at Auburn where they just hired this new coach, Coach Dye, and I can remember one night sitting up watching the news where he did a press conference and he said that don't expect the big things to happen right off the bat, because we are going to build, and we are going to keep building and keep building until we're back.
As we move into the 21st century, Auburn football has once again established itself among the nation's elite. Coaches and players will continue to come and go as we look ahead to the future. But one thing will remain constant. As Coach Dye said, Tigers must continue to do what they've always been doing, and that's running the football, producing great running backs.